Welcome in Team Exos. I'm Coach Keegan, and today we're talking about how to use a foam roller for your lower body. In this video, we're going to set some expectations for you while you're doing any soft tissue techniques with the foam roller. We're going to go over when you might use these, and of course, get into some techniques. We like to use the foam roller as a part of our movement preps prior to any training sessions or a run. We also like to use it in our recovery days, where it's followed with mobility and stability activities. Now, before we get into the techniques, if you're noticing any pain during these activities, know that that's not what we want. While it's okay to feel low to maybe even moderate levels of pressure, we never want pain. Use your body language and your breath as a guide to tell you if it's too much. You find yourself holding back, not wanting to move through anything, or holding your breath. That's a good sign that it's too intense and we need to back off just a little bit. Now, for our key areas here, we're going to get into our hamstrings, our glutes, and our adductors. Starting with the hamstring, landmarks for you are just underneath the hip, all the way to just above the knee. To get set up, we're going to set the roller down on the ground. We're going to sit over the roller to where the roller is just above our knee. Using our foot and our hands to control our pressure, we're going to go ahead and start moving our body over the roller. I like to work throughout the whole muscle at first, just kind of feel what's going on, but feel free to spend time in the lower portion, the middle portion, and the upper portion. If you need a little added pressure with this, an easy technique is just crossing the other leg over to where now you're just using your arms to move your body over the roller. Let's give you a little bit different feel here. And if you still feel like you need something, try turning your toes in and out. You can do this with the roller still in one spot, toes in, toes out, or you can try to do this while you're rolling, keeping the toes turned in, and then maybe hit some reps with the toes just turned out. That was about 2 reps there with that. For me, go ahead and hit 3 more there on your own. Now, as you finish that up, our next area that we're going to get into is our glute. Key landmarks for you here is essentially over the back pocket. It's the top portion of the hip all the way to the bottom portion of the hip. We're going to set the roller up on the ground, and we're going to sit on top of the roller as if we're sitting on a log. We're going to lean towards one side. We're going to use our legs and our arm to control our pressure and just roll from the bottom to the top. This is a much smaller area than the hamstring, so you can generally get the whole thing in one roll. If you need a little added pressure here, cross your down leg over the top. That'll put those muscles on stretch, give you a little bit different feel. One additional technique I like to use with my clients is I like to have them hug their knee to their opposite shoulder while the roller stays still. Go ahead and try that out. That's 2 for me. Hit 3 reps there on your own. The glutes are obviously a key muscle in the lower body, and so we're targeting these prior to every lower body training session. Our last key area here is going to be our adductor. This is the forgotten stabilizer of the hip. It's going to be from the top portion of our hip all the way down to the front portions of our knee here. To set up, rollers down on the ground. We're going to lay on our stomachs. Going to get the roller out to just above our knee. Using our hands and our leg to push our body over the roller, we're going to work from that knee all the way into the hip. Again, this is a lot of space, so feel free to work just in thirds, lower third, middle, and upper. If you need a little added pressure with this one, try leaving the roller still and put a footprint on the wall away from you. Follow that up by bringing your heel to your hip and just work some reps there. That's 3 for me. Go ahead and hit 3 more on your own. All right, we just went over 3 key areas in the lower body and learned how to use a foam roller for all those areas. We like to use it in our movement preps prior to any training sessions. or as a recovery day, followed by mobility and stability work. However you use them, make sure you follow it up with exercise to get the most out of these techniques. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Coach Keegan. I'll see y'all later.